Hello, friends. Oh, I think Tony is still asleep. What a slacker. By the way, friends, have you ever wondered what happens to us when we sleep? Do you think that the body just rests and recuperates? Yes, but not only that. A lot of interesting, unusual, and even creepy things happen to us while we sleep. We're going to get to the bottom of it. Let's go. Let's start with a phenomenon called sleep paralysis. It is a state in which a person suddenly wakes up and realizes that they cannot move or utter a single sound. Sometimes this condition is accompanied by auditory, visual, or physical hallucinations. For example, you may think that someone is standing or talking nearby, or you may even feel someone's hands on your throat. I think that's what's happening to Tony right now. Calm down, my friend. It's just us, your faithful viewers. This state can last from 6 to 7 minutes, and, according to scientists, 1 in 5 people have had sleep paralysis at least once in their life. Now, here is another unusual phenomenon. Sometimes, we suddenly twitch when we are just starting to fall asleep. There are several theories as to why this happens, but the most popular one is that when we fall asleep, our heartbeat and breathing slow down while our brain is still awake. Our mind then perceives this phenomenon as dangerous, something close to death, and immediately triggers all muscles to wake up the body. Like those medical defibrillators that doctors use to restore the normal heartbeat of their patients. The only thing we know for sure about this phenomenon is that it occurs in people who have been under a lot of emotional stress, physical exertion, or stress during the day. All this prevents the central nervous system from relaxing, while the tired body quickly goes into sleeping mode. The next interesting fact is that we become taller while sleeping. But this has nothing to do with the fact that ever since we were kids, we've been told that going early to bed will help us grow tall and strong. It's just that during the day our spine compresses because of stress. But when you sleep, when you lie down and your body is completely relaxed, your spinal discs decompress, and your height can increase by as much as 1 centimeter. You can check it out for yourself. Measure your height before going to sleep and then immediately after waking up. You can share your results in the comments. Tony and I will be glad to read them. Ooh, listen, have you ever been able to step out of your body in your sleep and watch yourself from outside? It turns out that this can happen too. Scientists call it an out-of-body experience. By the way, they still cannot explain why it occurs, but religious people have their own explanation. According to them, this happens when our soul takes a walk. Moving on, if you want to be a good student, you have to get a good night's sleep. Yes, you do. The fact is, while we sleep, our brain keeps working. In particular, it transfers information from our short-term memory to our long-term memory. This is why a person who doesn't sleep enough can't study to their full potential. They simply aren't able to retain what they've learned. I almost forgot to tell you how our sleep works, because it's so freaking interesting. Our sleep cycles consist of 2 phases, a slow wave phase and a rapid eye movement, or REM phase. During the first one, your body rests and recovers its strength, while the brain absorbs the necessary information and gets rid of useless information. As soon as you fall asleep, you enter the first stage of slow wave sleep, then go through a second, a third, and a fourth. After that, the fun part begins. We are talking about the REM phase, during which you experience a wide variety of dreams. After that, the slow wave phase begins again, and so on in a circle. You may have had the experience of waking up thinking you didn't see any dreams. That's not entirely true. In order to remember your dreams, you need to wake up while watching them, that is, during the REM phase. If you wake up during the slow wave phase, then the dreams you have already been erased from your memory. In total, one cycle lasts from 90 to 120 minutes, and a person goes through 4 to 5 full cycles of sleep during the night. And here are 2 more cool phenomena that only happen to us in our sleep. I am talking about sleepwalking and lucid dreams. If you want to know why people sleepwalk and whether you can wake them up, we've already done some cool research on the subject. And we've also covered in detail how to learn to control your dreams. This skill is really cool, because in a lucid dream, you can have anything you want. All you have to do is wish for it. Here's the link to our video about sleepwalkers, and here's the link to our video about lucid dreams. And of course, you can find those links in the description too. Now, tell us in the comments, what unusual dreams you had? Your best stories, as always, will be featured at the end of the next video. See you in the next educational episode of Supertony. Bye-bye!